8:16 right now, and a New Jersey dad has taken on Mount Everest to help save his son.
So we told you about Jim Raffone's quest last month. He and several others were going to climb 9,600 feet up to Mount Everest Base Camp. The money raised would fund a clinical trial to find a cure for a rare fatal disease, Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Jim's 13-year-old son, Jamesy, has it.
And we're happy to tell you that Jim made it.
That's where we came from. We got a little yak traffic jam.
Wow, nobody ever warns you about those yak backups on Mount Everest, huh? Despite the traffic trouble, Jim is now back in New Jersey, joins us to tell us all about his trek. So, Jim, good to see you back. Congratulations. Sorry about the yak
Thank you so
traffic.
Much.
So you never did any mountain climbing before Mount Everest, right? So I guess the big question is, how was it?
It was absolutely amazing. It was everything that you would think it to be. Excruciating, extremely difficult, but at the same time, extremely beautiful.
What made it so excruciating? Was it hard to breathe up there?
The lack of oxygen. So by the time we hit 18,000 feet compared to down here at sea level, the oxygen concentration is about 50% of what we breathe now.
Wow.
So as you can hear in that video, just by me panning and waiting on the yaks to move so we can walk, it was very difficult to breathe.
So you didn't go all the way up to the peak, right? But this was no simple task at hand here. You went to the base camp, which is pretty darn high up, so 9,600 feet. How long did it take you?
It was a 6-day hike. The time we landed in Lukla, which was about 10,000 feet, above sea level, we had to climb 9,600 feet for a total of 18,000 feet above sea level, which was just amazing. And that's a shot of one of the suspension bridges, that one of 6 that we had to cross.
Oh boy!
And it was all the feet that you would think it was.
I mean, Dan won't cross the Brooklyn Bridge.
Let alone a suspension bridge that sways every time you take a step.
Oh my gosh! You're talking.
It swayed and it was like a roller coaster.
Oh no! Wow.
That is amazing that you actually did that. I mean, you talked about it being hard to breathe, but then we saw some video of you and some other folks doing push-ups. I mean, what was that all about? The climbing wasn't hard enough for you guys?
Right, that's true. So part of the reason that we went was to get to base camp and do something that's never been done there before for children who suffer from Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and that is the simple feat of a push-up. So, and it was excruciating to get through that because at every breath, it was almost like you had a bag over your head trying to breathe in air. It was extremely tough. But we did those push-ups for all the children who cannot do push-ups suffering from Duchenne.
Let me tell you, what you did here was absolutely incredible. You know, your trek raised about 24% of that $750,000 for your nonprofit Jar of Hope needed to fund a clinical trial at the University of Florida and help your son Jamesy and others with this Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Now, Jamesy is 13. Tell us a little bit, in case people aren't familiar with what this is, how he's affected and how you're handling it.
Unfortunately, Duchenne would render a child to be non-ambulatory by the age of 12. By 15, they lose use of their arms. By 17, potentially on breathing devices, and then lose their life by the age of 20 to 25. And currently, right now, James, he's 13. He statistically has lost his ability to walk, which is very, very difficult. But at the same time, it is the inspiration behind what my team, everybody at Jar of Hope, does for these children with Duchenne, especially the scientists. You know, we can't forget the scientists who are trying to do this, to try and find a cure for these children. They're an amazing part of this. The problem is we just don't have the funds. We have the medicine, we have the doctors who are vigilantly trying to help us parents, but we just need the funding. We talk about a suspension bridge, right? So the funding is the bridge between the medicine and the doctors.
Right.
And it's heartbreaking to have that be the part of the piece that's missing.
Yeah, I mean, clearly that is your motivation, right? I mean, to be able to raise the funds to help your son and many kids like him. I mean, the base camp, which is, what, 18,000 feet, you actually stayed there longer than you should have, right?
That's correct. Our guides warned us because we had a 9-hour trek that morning from the last village that we left to get to base camp. He said, you only have 45 minutes there. So you have to move with purpose. But for us, it was about doing things that we needed to get done for the children. So we spent 2 hours there, which really made it more difficult for us to get down.
Wow.
It actually proved almost to be fatal for me.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, really? It was that intense?
It was. Unfortunately, my own blood oxygen levels dropped to about 64%,
Wow.
which normally they should be between 90 to 98%. So it made a lot of people very alarmed around us. Me being as heavy as I am, I need a lot of oxygen to do what we need, more than, I guess, the average person up there.
Yeah.
But, thank God we had the right guides with us, and they quickly evac'd me down to below 14,000 feet, which is, I now learn is a level where we can breathe normally again and acclimate rather quickly. And so they did that.
Wow, this is an unbelievable journey and just shows you the power of what you will do for your child, right? You'll go to the ends of the earth, literally, quite literally, for them. And you're already planning your next fundraiser, another physical challenge, because that one wasn't enough for you. So what is this one all about?
This is true. So unfortunately, we didn't, meet our need of $750,000. So we have another charity partner known as Manasquan Bank down here in the shores of New Jersey. And they have 15 branches, and we're going to partner, and I'm going to run 160 miles between all 15 branches starting June 13th, which happens to be an anniversary of my son's diagnosis.
Wow.
And at 9:13 in the morning, that's when he was diagnosed, September 13. I'm going to start 160 miles between all 15 branches, and my hope is to finish on June 17th at 3 p.m. at their headquarters in Wall.
Is there a way that we can follow you in
Yes,
your journey?
we're going to have another tracking device on us, on myself, and people can go to jarofhope.org. They can follow along on our social media, on Facebook at Jar of Hope, or Instagram, jarofhope.org.
Wow.
It would be an honor for people to follow us and to help support us. The branches, or the bank, is going to be 148 years old come June, so our goal is to raise $148,000 for them.
And I'm sure all of our viewers are going to do everything they can to help. Jim Raffone, thank you so much for being here and telling us about your victorious climb of Mount Everest to try to save your son.
So much, and thank you so much for helping us get the word out about this deadly
Absolutely.
disease.
Keep us posted on the run, too.
All right.
We will. Thank you.
And if you would like more information, or you want to contribute to Jim's quest to fund the clinical trial, just go to its website, as he mentioned, jarofhope.org. It's a 501c3 charity.
I love him. Unbelievable.
Wonderful.
Unbelievable. Hope he raises that money for his son.